Oh my God. I'm so happy. I cannot take the credit for all of that. Hello, everyone. Is everyone still there? I think I managed to lose half of you at least over this. I'm so sorry. Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm just as surprised as you are. I thought was feeling so bad. I was like, oh my God, I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure this out. Um, I was gonna be like, let this be a lesson to be off YouTube for so long. Everything's changed. Oh, hi, how's everybody doing? Woohoo! So Clay fixed everything. I didn't. I just went into like freak out mode. I don't do well with this kind of stuff. So what was the issue? I think what happened was my laptop updated a couple weeks ago. And I think in the process, it had turned off the microphone. But when Clay was digging around in it, I guess it was the camera was 100% off. So we were checking the microphone for issues and, searching for that problem, not a camera problem. So it's fixed. I'm so sorry. Oh, Eric and Kat, thank you so much. Are you guys in Mexico still? It would have been really cool to be down there at the same time as you guys. Thought about you the whole time I went to Isla Mujeres. Have a puppy for us? Just kidding. Well, we skipped the puppy, went straight to baby. So maybe puppy, I don't know, when diapers are done or something like that. So yeah, congratulations. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I'm supposed to have a baby, I think, within the next 48 hours. So I figured I'd get a live chat in really quick. Yeah, my laptop went to the dark side, and it's just like, ugh, just whatever technology. I've taken a huge break from it. So it's not really like my forte, anyways. So, how's everyone doing? Hey, Marie. Hey, Jester. How's everybody? So yeah, I think the last live chat that I did was in Guam, and I was nursing there, and then decided to just kind of wait out the COVID thing like everyone else was doing at home. Didn't jump on any airplanes, so I hung out there for about 8 months, and then finally came back to the States, and then saw family and started working again. So I ended up doing a FEMA contract for a crisis contract up in Idaho. So once I got here and got established with insurance and everything and a doctor and the whole baby on the way, we just decided after the contract was done to stay here with our doctor. So we're just kind of just trying to be patient, which is pretty hard because I've been missing the sun and the beach and the salty air and everything. And and life is so boring really when there's no sun and it's just snow and there's nothing to do and I can't bump into anything, so there's no snowboarding or ice skating for me. So I've really just been like sitting around playing this whole baby waiting game. So hopefully I'm in the final hours and have this baby and go see some family and then find my way back to the sunshine. I would say I've been planning for a baby for about 10 years. So that's kind of a trick question. So I finally did it. Yeah. It was never like the right time, right guy kind of, scenario. So finally got that all together. So where's everybody from? I see a lot of familiar names here. What cravings did I have? Well, I've been pregnant. So right off the bat, I went to spicy food, Mexican food. Couldn't get enough of that salsa. So as soon as my contract was over, I was like, I think we should go to Mexico. And I think we could have a baby in Mexico. I think we could just move to Mexico. I really wanted Mexico to just happen. So we went down there for a few weeks and really like explored. I really wanted this whole Mexico thing to work. But as soon as I got down there, I was kind of like, ugh, slowing down and was like, I can't imagine finding a doctor in a hospital and all that good stuff down here. But I was ready to do it. I actually decided not to do the Mexico thing mostly because I had a dream that my baby got abducted in a hospital. So then I was like, I don't know Spanish. What if I lost my baby? What do I do from there? So then that kind of squashed that whole idea. Just one dream, and I was done with that. Yeah, my cravings have been mainly spicy Mexican food this whole time. And then I would say my third trimester, it just completely switched over to sweets. So I've had entirely too much of that. Minnesota, Michigan, New York. There's a lot of cold states that are tuned in right now. How's the snow everywhere? Wow. So yeah, I'm in northern Idaho, so I'm just a few hours away from the Canadian border. It's a very small, quiet town, and it's cute because when we got here around 8 p.m., the traffic lights would start flashing red, and no one would be on the roads, and like even Walmart was closed at 8. Which is a very quiet, small place to be, and the hospital was amazing here. I worked in a magnet hospital, so a hospital like that just is like, state of the art. They have everything. There's nothing that they don't have. So it was a polar opposite from working in Guam. Guam does not have everything, and very isolated and limited. And the patient load was completely different. So it was very scary working in a COVID unit when nobody knew what was going on and everyone was overworked and stressed out, and you're just hoping that your hospital has the best plan, to keep healthcare workers and patients, everybody, good and safe, and not to contaminate other units and stuff. But we had everything that we needed. And I think the difference from me working in Guam and working in Idaho was Idaho asked for help right away. They kind of anticipated there was about to be a huge problem. So they had all the healthcare workers that they needed and PPE, like they were ready to go, when the shitstorm happened here. And they were in control of it. In Guam, I think that they waited too long and it was too far away and they couldn't get the help that they needed right away. And there was a lot of strain and it was a nightmare position. I was so ready to be done with that contract. It couldn't end soon enough, really. And then I hung out on the beach and just like decompressed from that nightmare. Um, but Idaho's been really good to me, and it's a great hospital. So I decided to have the baby there. So I'm just kind of going to sit here. They have a great big bathtub there that you can crawl into and hang out and like wait out all the labor pains and contractions and yoga balls. So it's a huge room. I say it's like half the size of my apartment. So it should be very comfortable. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can think about is just having this baby. It's funny because it seems like it's just never going to happen. And now I'm just like, oh my God, it could be hours away. It could be 2 days away. It's like time. So it's kind of crazy. Oh, wow. So, geez, these comments are really, really flying. So I'm sorry. I was trying to keep up with them when I was first trying to figure out this microphone thing. And then I realized that I couldn't do both. So, oh, hi, Larry. Larry in Florida. How are you doing? So, thoughts on sailing and family life. Yeah, I swear I was the first person who had an idea about baby on a boat. Nobody was doing it. But now everybody's doing it. So hopefully there aren't too many sailing family channels, but yeah, I can't just like go sailing without my family now, so that will definitely be all together. Um, Pretty much, I guess the plan is, to wrap things up as quickly as possible in Idaho, but we have to make sure, baby and mommy are both healthy before we make a move away from our doctor. My family, luckily, is only 12 hours away. So we'll go there first. Oh, thank you, Bruce. Safe birth and healthy baby. Thank you. You have no idea. Like, you're a little girl playing with Barbies and you think about having a baby your entire life and how it's going to go and what you're going to name it and what color eyes you want and hair and like everything, what sports are going to be in. And then as you get closer to the day, you're like, I'll just be happy with a healthy baby, you know? And we had a girl actually, once upon a time, she was a super young girl and it probably shouldn't have happened, but she was, I don't know if I should be telling this story, but she passed away, giving birth. So I had that whole thought in my head too. So I was just like, oh my God, you need to be in a good hospital, where there's an actual NICU and a blood bank in case if anything goes wrong. So that's another reason why we decided to stay here. This hospital is almost squeaky clean of COVID. The crisis is over here. Their healthcare numbers for professionals and patient loads are fine. And they have anything that I could possibly need for any scenario in that hospital. And it's not busy right now. So it's kind of like, I feel like I'm going into a VIP hospital with anything at my fingertips. So definitely not stressed out there, but it's like, wow, you get to the last like hours and you're just hoping for a healthy baby. No, that's it. Everything else, you're just like, I don't even care anymore. So I don't know, I had all these thoughts about having a natural baby too, but the week 39 has been like super uncomfortable. So I'm like, I don't know how tough I am. It seems kind of scary, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Silly Delos, La Vagabond, Nanji, everybody has kids. Yeah, lots of little cuties on board. And then there's a lot of channels too where all the kids are, older and really get to explore all these locations. And that's always just what I've kind of thought and dreamed about. I mean, I grew up in North Dakota and Wyoming, and we were kind of always pushed out the door to go find our own fun and play with sticks and rocks and let your imagination run wild. So that's what I'm really hoping to kind of incorporate, with the sailing family thing is just being outside, having bonfires, finding fruits. Everything's different. Every place is different and just exploring. That's the best part about it. And I'm sure that's what, the other sailing channels is doing with their kids. I mean, I can't watch all, but I do watch their Instagrams and it looks like, they all have beautiful families and they're all making the most of it. So I want to do that too, naturally. So I'm not going to answer any of the boyfriend questions because you guys get to meet him. So I was thinking that I would talk for, a little bit and try to wrap up all my nursing stuff and maybe pregnancy stuff. And then we can talk to him about who he is and any of the questions that you may have and where we're going from here together. Oh, yeah. I'm reading some of these comments about, birth stories and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I went to nursing school and I did. I delivered a baby with my own bare hands, like on my first day. It was crazy. And I got to, cut an umbilical cord and I got to see a circumcision. I got to see all kinds of stuff, but it's just way different when suddenly it's your body and I'm the patient now, not like the healthcare person, just watching and anticipating how I can help. And now that there's TikTok and all these 1-minute videos where you can totally educate yourself way more efficiently than YouTube University, I've learned a lot about all these stages of becoming a mother from TikTok and a lot of nightmare stories. So hopefully everything will go fine and there won't be any of those. Like I see people saying episiotomies and all kinds of stuff like, whoa. I just don't want a lot of recovery time. I'm just really antsy to get back to the ocean and in a swimsuit and get active. I've been sitting around a lot. So I stopped working about 7.5 months pregnant. And now, like, I'll be 9 months pregnant like tomorrow. So I've had like about a month and a half off, and I've been sitting around a lot and trying to catch up on social media stuff and make a lot of plans for what to do with all these platforms next and where to live, and definitely heading towards the Pacific. So we're going west from Idaho, and I'm just really antsy. But I need a nice, easy, non-eventful delivery, so I can get back to my life. I feel like because a month and a half of downtime, it was really nice actually having all these 12-hour nursing shifts. I mean, sometimes there were 6 days in a row, and that was a little much. But you were in a zone and you just kept like working and being a machine and just getting stuff done. And it really helped my like to not go crazy with baby weight. So once I stopped working and stopped burning those calories and moving patients and being on my feet for 12, 14 hours a day, I gained a lot of weight very quickly. Like we went to Mexico and I was comfortable in the plane seat. We returned and it was like the longest trip ever. Like I was like, get me the hell out of this seat. I don't fit. Nothing works. So yeah, if you're gonna fly being pregnant, first get it approved by your doctor, which we did. He said if you don't do it now, you can't do it for God knows how long. And then for two, like you should know the measurements of those seats and allotted space for your leg and your belly, because you can't recline, you can't sit forward. It's awful. You can't even see your seatbelt. You're just like, ugh, it's awful. Someone says, how much did it cost? What cost? Yeah, so you know, the whole family thing, I was, single 1 minute, and now it's just like we're going to be a family of five, just like that, like overnight, like surprise. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. So yeah, it's pretty fun. So I'll go ahead and I'll get Clay because I don't want to say too much about our life. I'll let us do that together. Okay. You're laughing at my flight to Mexico story. Yeah, it was so easy getting down there. I was ready to go. I was there within days. I was like, oh, this job is over. Let's get on a plane. Everyone's going to Mexico. This should be easy. Stay in the resort, all inclusive. I'll just like hit up all the food, make it super easy. And then I came back, and I mean, I don't know if it was the food or what, but or just not moving around that much. But getting back, I barely fit in my seat. It was crazy. Did I buy a boat? No, I've been frantically shopping for a boat because obviously that is like my plan A is living on a boat. And I thought for sure I found a boat. I made sure Clay fit on the boat. It was in Florida. And I told the guy I was very serious about the boat. It's just hurricane season. And the boat was located in Florida. So I was like, don't sell it. I would like to be in part of this negotiation process. And so it hit November 1st. And I was like, I'll buy the boat and I'll move the boat, somewhere safe, take it north or something like that for the last month of hurricane season. So on November 1st, I was just like, hey, I'm ready to put in an offer. And he's like, oh, it just went under contract like last week. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, why would you do that? So I was really irritated about that. I filmed that boat. I still might throw it into a YouTube video, just kind of show what I've taken a lot of snippets of, like where I've been and what we've been up to in between Guam and now. And I thought I'd just kind of like do the highlights in a video and kind of like, wow, boss, surprise, there's a baby, and kind of link it all together. So maybe I'll put some of the boat stuff in there. But that boat sold, and it was a monohull. It was like, it was very like classic, big, cruising, gorgeous boat. And I have not found anything similar to that. I am kind of okay that I didn't get that one because in 2019 it did have a little bit of hurricane damage, and he said it hadn't been hauled out. So he didn't really know. He painted the hull, from the water line up, and he repaired everything that needed to be repaired. And on the mast, there's some side stays that kind of caught stuff flying around in the tropical windstorms or Cat 1 hurricane, whatever it was, Hurricane Durian. And so there was a little bit of that mast and holes. So it's like, maybe, this isn't my dream boat. Maybe it's been compromised. So maybe it was kind of, God helping me out with taking this boat away from me. But it was gorgeous, and I haven't been able to find anything similar. So then, because we are, I am not a single girl looking for a boat anymore. I'm accommodating more people and family life. It was just like, let's just jump from monohull to catamaran. Let's pick something stable, something similar to more of a floor plan of a house and more windows so you can see, kids and activities and feel like you have a front yard, a backyard, not just surrounded by water. Cause I'm sure that's scary to a lot of people. Our girls, they swim, not to say that they're going to be bulletproof or anything like that, or not drown proof, but they've always been around the ocean and pools and stuff like that. So they do really well with it, but lock those little kiddos in there. And the catamarans are just so much more expensive. So we kind of decided on that. And then the budget, triples easily. And everybody wants to get a boat, it turns out, after this whole COVID mess. So there's just a lot more competition out there, and everyone's trying to buy a boat at the same time as me. And it's a little frustrating because like you're sitting back and you're just watching all these boats disappear in like 3 to 4 days, like all around the world. And then I'm super pregnant and I'm not vaccinated. So I can't jump on planes and go visit one, and just like go buy it in a different currency with all these different like taxes and stuff that you have to have for like Europe and all these places. And like, there are a lot of really good boats in French Polynesia, but it was like an impossible place to visit. I think the only person that's been there is Kim Kardashian or something like that for her birthday. But I just couldn't find a boat to save my life. So if anybody sees a really great boat for less than $500,000, like let me know. But it's been really hard to find one. So moving to the Pacific, and might have to settle on, island life out there and continue the search, because I don't think I'm going to find a boat in 48 hours. But I've desperately been trying. Desperately. All right. Eric and Kat, I see that you're leaving. You guys have a beautiful day. Thank you for coming and saying hi to me. Love you guys. All right. Well, here's Clay. Right, babe?
Yeah, totally.
All right. He'll join us soon. He can hear me. A cat is the way to go. It really is. But that was more of a dream boat. I just wanted to get on a boat as fast as possible. And COVID, I think, derailed a lot of people's plans. I just can't believe, I can't believe it. In Malaysia and like stuck. And then, obviously I wanted to get back into nursing because, everybody needed a nurse. And things have been pushed off more and more and more. And now I'm just like waiting to have this baby. So I'm just like, let it be my turn. Get on the water. Okay, everybody. So this is my man, Clay. Here he is. Yay.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
I know. They're all there. So Clay and I, we met in Guam. And my landlord, she wanted us to meet, but I was just like, I'm just way too busy nursing right now. And then I saw him in the hallway and I was like, oh, maybe I'm not that busy.
Joe saw you in the hallway. She was more interested in you than anyone else was.
Yes, his little girls were just like, oh, wow. So Joe is 5 years old. And yeah, she definitely was inquisitive. Daddy, who's that?
Yeah, who's that? What is she doing today? I don't know. You should ask her.
Yeah, I was instantly like shy and embarrassed. I was like, oh my gosh.
She was trained to talk to Laura. Make sure you talk to the girl across the hall.
Yeah, it was cute because we had met, we had hung out a few times, and then the girls came over. So they came over, and it was cute because Joe's just like, she walks in, and my apartment has a couple beds, right? So she goes over to the smaller one, kind of like the three bears, the big bear, mama bear, and baby bear, and they try all the seats and try all the beds. And she sits down, she goes, "Is this my bed?" And I was like, "Whoa, are we having a slumber party? Like, what's going on?" And it was cute because Charlie's only 2. So she bolted across the hallway, and she went and grabbed all of her stuffed animals and came over and just threw them on the bed. And like, I swear it's just been us 4 ever since. It was like, okay, well, there's your sign. So that was really cute. So that's kind of how we met.
They claimed that apartment. It was just.
They did.
Yep.
So then, like, what was it? We took our shoes off or something. And Charlie's a 2-year-old, and she has an obsession with shoes. She runs across the hallway and grabs like every pair of shoes.
All
like,
of her shoes came over after that.
Yeah,
you got to line them up right here.
Yeah, so she's like, "We're good. We got stuffed animals and we got shoes."
Yeah, hey, everybody.
Yeah, so hey, Clay, congratulations. Deserve all the best. I know, he's super handsome, huh?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I believe there's a well done in there, right?
A well done.
No, I'm kidding. I made that up. So some background on Clay.
Oh.
Do you want to tell everyone a little bit about
I am not from North Idaho. I was born and raised in Southern California on the water. So it was kind of natural for me to join the Navy and stay very close to the water. And then someone decided to come to Guam and help with their COVID situation. So that's where I met Laura.
Yeah. So what were you doing in Guam exactly? How'd you get there?
I was on the submarines out of Guam, and then I had 2 little girls and got out of the Navy to spend more time with them, and then met Laura.
Surprise. Yeah. So he spent almost 12 years out there, a little bit of time in Hawaii.
About a decade.
Yeah. So he definitely knows the Chamorro lifestyle. The Guam
island vibes,
Guam bombs, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I think we're headed right back there, right? We'll see the grandparents, and then we'll head back to Guam and get our little family together and be hanging out on the beach.
Everyone wants to see the new edition.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I guess I could. You're not really high enough.
No. Cool. All right. So it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Not still active. Veteran status.
JoJo thinks that there's possibly 4 babies in there, but it's been confirmed there's just 1. So, so do you want to tell anybody like about school or anything like that?
Oh, what do I do for work now? Well, I got out of the Navy and I did some real estate stuff. And then as soon as that started taking off, I kind of left island. And now I'm just finishing up a master's degree in nuclear engineering and then potentially working for an energy company.
Yeah.
I put one on hold recently because it didn't really correlate with having a child at the same exact time as starting a job. So.
I was afraid of not having my buddy. It was more me, I think. Wishing you happiness forever. Thank you so much. Holy moly. Thank you for your service. Congratulations. Yeah, I would say I finally found a good match. He loves the water. So I told him I like to scuba dive. And he, next thing you know, had like the car loaded up with a whole bunch of diving gear. And we were going like 2 times a day. Yeah. We were going all the time and just shore diving everywhere. And so remember I broke a couple ribs and popped my lung and yada, yada, yada. So then we eased me back into scuba diving. So then we decided that I could go 33 feet or shallower. And we went looking for that tank.
The Amtrak.
Yeah. And I got really scared because I had never really kind of been that high off the ocean floor. I felt like I was in the middle of the ocean and anything could come attack me at any time. And he's like down there looking for the Amtrak. And I was just like, oh my God, I feel like anything could come snatch me up and I would just be gone. That was the scariest time I've ever been underwater. But then at the same time, I'm like, I can't just like go safely to, you know, what is it called?
We kept her under one atmosphere. That way she wouldn't have any issues with her lung. So I'm down there, you know, 60 feet, almost 2 atmospheres, just having a good time. And she's hovering at 30 feet with a bunch of open water, freaking herself out. Some shark's going to come get her.
I did. I definitely thought it was very eerie. It was the eeriest dive I've ever done. And I was just kind of like, we're not going to find it. We're just not going to find it. Because we went there a couple times. And that was, I don't know, that was a good time. Lots of octopus.
Mixed fit. No, I never knew about mixed fit in Guam. I just stuck with Paradise Fitness.
Yeah. Is anybody in Guam right now that's on this live chat? Because we're headed back and the flights are like stupid expensive. And I don't know if they're really letting the US fly through Japan or anywhere else to get into Guam.
I don't know about right now.
I think Hawaii is the only option. An Amtrak is a floating tank.
It's not a floating tank. It's an armored like transportation vehicle. You can Google the Amtrak Guam and pictures and stuff of it will come up, or you can just go watch Laura's video.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun. I have like a diving video with a whole bunch of different locations that we went to. And that was a lot of fun. And we saw like so many octopus. Like I saw more octopus making that video than I have in my entire life put together.
Yeah, it was cool. We picked up a bunch of cans on the way out. And when we got out of the water, a baby octopus was coming out of one of the like Coca-Cola bottles. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, we had to go return them to the ocean. Oh, so who has any more questions? Because I feel like I like let it all out. Oh, Paul, how are you? Dun, 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 dun. I wish this was touch screen so I could follow a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's asking if it's a boy or a girl. Oh. She's decided to keep it a secret because she likes tormenting people.
I do not. I just figured like it doesn't really matter. And, oh, thank you, Danny. Thank you very much. Normally I cheers. Woo! When somebody hooks me up on the top chat. But all I have is I have some coffee. And it's kind of crazy that I can be like, yes, we can go to the liquor store and get wine. I haven't done that in a while.
A destroyer tender. Well, I know the land and the cable are stationed out in Guam still, or I can't remember. One of the land or the cable left a year or so ago. But yeah, they've got submarine tenders out there. And now they have 4 deployed boats out there. So that's pretty sweet. You kept going in for a destroyer tender. Well, for having children without Laura, was obviously with someone else that did not work out. Some people know that struggle. Happens.
Yeah, family dynamics. Yeah, so the little girls are with their mom. They're in Guam right now.
Oh, yeah, custody. Yes, it is shared.
The girls are really cute. So there's a few pictures up on my Instagram of them. They're absolutely adorable.
I keep touching the table.
I know. Shake, shake, shake. And they love the water. They're tons of fun to take on picnics and hikes. And they love being outside. They're definitely outdoors kids. And we have to lather them with sunblock.
For those of you who know Guam, they've done the Paget Cave hike, the Marlboro Cave hike, Priest Pools. God, what else have they done?
Paget Cave was like our first mission with the kids, and I had no idea what we're getting ourselves into. I was just like, are you gonna die and I'm gonna be here with these 2 little girls? Because it was extreme. Not only is it a long hike, but then you get to the caves and you get to like rappel into them. And I'm glad there are a lot of people there that had lots of flashlights and they put candles all around there. And it was really cool, like big reward for that hike when you finally get there. And then when you're done exploring the caves, how would you describe getting out to that cliff?
You take a marked trail, or you could do what we did and make your own trail. Walk through a bunch of spider webs.
Yeah.
There's a marked trail. You get to go through and see some lottie stones, and then you go to a cliff and jump off the cliff.
Yeah, he definitely did that. That's when I was just like, this seems kind of far, kind of, like I don't even want to like walk on these rocks, let alone climb all the way back up. But he was just like, I've done this before. Watch. There he was. He was just in the air, gone. And then a helicopter came by, right? Yeah, lots of helicopters in Guam. Your drones will fall from the sky. I don't know what the big deal is.
It was definitely an HSC-25 helicopter. So there was something going on in the water.
So Clay does his whole cliff jumping thing and comes out, and we explore the cave and, make our way back. And we get to the road, remember? And all the other people had seen the helicopter.
Yeah, they thought I jumped and died.
They did. They're like, oh my gosh, we thought that helicopter was for you. And I'm like, thank God it wasn't. But that's a really pretty hike. If you go to Guam, just definitely do it. Make sure you bring like a headlamp or something when you get into those caves, because they're huge and you'll want your own separate light than what everybody else has. But it's like a big dome in there. And the kids loved it. They were jumping like crazy in there, and Charlie loved it the most, I think.
Yeah, she's going crazy over there.
She loved it. She loved it.
For the cold it was, because how hot Guam is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. It's a nice, cool cave. I love caves. So.
Oh, hey, look, Coco.
So, so he has two little girls, and I think they're really excited about the baby. I think the 2-year-old hasn't really put it together as much as the 5-year-old. The 5-year-old's like, sweet.
She's about it. She wants there to be 4 babies in there.
Yeah, she actually requested for a baby, and then we were having a baby. She wanted to know who I was. She wanted, to move in. This is my bed. Here are my stuffed animals. And then she wanted a sibling. She wants a brother. So, hopefully we won't disappoint her.
Yeah.
With a sister.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you. I'll make sure I take care of her.
Yeah, he will. He has been. It's been really nice to have him around. I haven't had to make like any food.
That's why we had to go to Mexico, because she had a bunch of Mexican food cravings.
Yeah. It just, Idaho doesn't really have the same like palate, as the South. So the Mexican food just wasn't cutting it here. And so we just relocated for a couple weeks, and that was good. Although I feel like we didn't eat enough Mexican food while we were there.
Not enough chips and salsa.
Yeah.
She didn't get to enjoy any tequila.
No, I didn't even smell any, actually.
No,
when you were at the tequila tasting, that's what I thought I was going to do. But for whatever reason, I don't know why. I don't know. I sat down because my belly's too heavy. I'm not sure.
You better not have any. Yeah.
Yeah, I better not. I'll wait. No margaritas for me. Yeah, so this baby's due in just a couple days or a couple hours. We go to the we go to the doctor tomorrow and start talking about, when, where, how, what would you like to do kind of stuff. So I'm ready. This week has been like this, like pain, sleep. I was really uncomfortable last night. So I'm ready. I'm ready to just to know, just have that part maybe just over. And then after that, I guess after we have the baby and everything, and I feel up to it, we'll do another live chat so you can see the small little baby. That'll probably be fun. But I don't know, have to wiggle that in between grandparent time. Yeah, we have to go see all the grandparents. But yeah, I'm so sorry I haven't done a live chat in like forever. But I was just working so much and nursing and tired, and I don't know. I just didn't want to deal with any of the social media and messages and outer influence. I kind of just wanted all this time for myself. And now we're just kind of wrapping that up. So I think you'll see me a lot more often now. So sorry about the big break, but I think it was necessary because my workload just like intensified like times a million. I think, working in a COVID unit and coming home and not trying to contaminate your house or your car or anything. I mean, that in itself was just a job. And just trying to stay rested and stay healthy and grow a baby and get in there. And being in a room with a COVID patient, there's like a lot of coughing and everything just feels, risky. So I'm just kind of glad that I really did take away the social media and all the outside influence and just focus on being a nurse and be at home with this hunk. But we're back, and yeah, there's no grandparents in Guam. The grandparents are in Wyoming and Alabama. So we make those stops first, and then we go see the kids in Guam.
Yeah, my mom's in SoCal, as someone is saying they must be. And then my dad and sister are in the South somewhere. It's a secret location.
Okay.
They're not in SoCal anymore. So it makes, when I was in the military, it made visiting everyone very difficult.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I think I'm going to wrap this up. I am so sorry it took me 30 minutes to figure out this whole microphone thing. That was a camera issue. So I'll remember that. Thanks, Faye, for helping me out. So thanks for everyone being here. And I did make a small baby registry. There's a little link that I put everywhere. Don't feel obligated at all because we're on the move. So I can't really have a lot of stuff, but a lot of people ask. So there's little things there, little onesies and stuff like that. Ocean and sailing influence. So if you feel the need, there's just a little baby registry with Amazon. And it was nice to see everyone. I recognize so many names here. So thank you. Thank you very much. It makes me feel very, very special. And we'll chime in, I don't know, in a week or two or something like that. There'll be a lot of stuff, I'm sure, on my Instagram to keep everybody up to date so you can see the little one. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to see, what the baby looks like. And you can't wait to see if it's a boy or a girl.
Yes, we're all rooting for a boy here. I hope everyone knows that.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much. Mwah. And thanks for bearing with me again. Gosh, that was so embarrassing. You have no idea. I was just like, what's wrong with this laptop? All right, guys.
Yeah, see ya. Nice meeting everybody.